Hey guys, I'm here in my studio with Marissa, and we wanted to do some kind of fashion feel today. She had this cool jacket, and I wanted to do something that had a bit of a fashion feel with segmented lighting using lots of small sources. I like to shoot fashion that way, kind of highlight parts of it, create drama. It can be really useful. So I'm using my ProPhoto A1 kit for this. I've got my key light here is a ProPhoto A1, like I said, in the 1x3 ProPhoto softbox. So a little baby softbox. Relatively close. It's going to create light across her face. This is my key light. Again, it's in my A group, so I'll show you what this looks like. So we'll fire this guy up. And we can see we have light across her face, but there's definitely, shadow all around. It's reaching the background a little bit, and even this alone isn't terrible, right? It creates kind of a nice punchy light if you want that kind of feel. We really want to take it another step further, obviously, and add some dimensionality. So the second light that I'm using is actually back here. I'll be hiding when I go to this. This is in my B group. This is actually going to kind of come across and give her kind of a, not truly like a hair light, because it's more of like a lighting the side of her head / body light that will combine. So I'm going to turn off A and turn on B. Okay. Show you what that one's doing. Okay, so we can see that. It's kind of coming across. So you can even see it here in her nose a little bit. Like it's coming across, it's lighting the arms, lighting that. It's a little bit darker than A is right now, although I may dial that up a bit. It's sometimes useful to set up all your lights separately. That looks pretty good. So that you can kind of see what they're doing independently. Okay, so that's B. Turn that one off. Now my C light is actually hidden. I don't even know if you can see it in the video. It's up here on the wall. It's got a quarter warming gel on it just to give a little bit of color back there to kind of give it some separation of warmth against your skin tone. And again, this is just that light. And we can see that. That's just giving a little bit of light. Actually, I'll give that one a little more power too. All right, let's see what that looks like. Right, that's giving us a little wash of light on the background. Now, when I take all of them together, we can see that we're creating kind of a full scenario here, right? We've got this kind of directional light from the front shaping her face. We've got this like hard light over here creating some kind of contrast. We've got this like just accent back here. But the problem I have with this right now is these shadows are kind of dark. So she's gonna have to either really control how she poses and be limited, or we're gonna lose detail. So what I've done is I have a fourth light, which is actually in my D group, which with this TTL controller, there's no D group on there. So basically what I'm gonna do is just turn it on manually. So this is in a 3-foot octa. Again, it's another ProPhoto A1. It's in the D group. And I should be able to turn it on. Yep. Okay. Yep, so that's just that. By the way, if you want that kind of flat ring lighty feel, but you don't want to use a ring light because they're too harsh, this is a decent way to do it. That's way underpowered though. So I'm going to turn it up. Again, I want to fill my shadows in, so I'm setting my shadow base here. Okay. We're bringing it up about 2 stops. I'll go up a little bit more. I'm going to basically almost be maxing this light out because what I want is, halfway decent exposure. That's basically my shadows. So you can see. So what I mentioned about the ring light thing, let me just quickly show you. I'm just going to bring my ISO up 2 stops. So this gives you that kind of flat ring lighty feel if you like that look. So if you got one light and you want that look, but you want it to kind of look decent because you can see the light's nicer than a ring light would be, big box behind you, easy. Bonus tip there, bonus tip. All right, so now I'm going to turn everything on. Okay, we should get a combo here. I also, because we got to sit on boxes, I want to create a bit of strength with this, so I'm going to come a little bit lower. Good. Here we go. Now we've got all of our lights turned on. I'm going to check my final exposure. I want to make sure I'm not losing detail. I'm like right at the edge here, but I'm okay with that. And yeah, maybe I'll come down on that B light a little bit, just to be safe, because I'm probably going to push my contrast in post. See what that looks like. Again, you want to do all this stuff first, and then you start cranking away. Yeah, I think for my purposes, I'm okay with this. If you think this is too hot here on the arm, then obviously you can just turn the B light down some. I like it. I think it's got the style I want, so I'm going to go for it. So here we go. We'll shoot a half dozen of these. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm figuring out my angle. I'm actually got a little lower. Good. 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 One more. That's it, that's it. Last one. Good. Nice. Cool. So here we go. That looks pretty good. Do a quick look at it. I always do a quick look to make sure that nothing's screwed up while I was working. If you don't have an assistant helping you, it's good just to kind of quickly go through them. Oh yeah, there's definitely some good ones here. I actually like being a little bit lower. You can see that I was a little bit lower here. I think I'm going to do a couple more like that. A couple more lower ones. Because the angle I want to get, I'm actually losing a little bit of the top of the frame, but I don't care. I'll just crop that. Nice. Yeah. I like that angle, so I didn't care about the crop above her. Yeah, it's pretty nice. All right, I think that's pretty good. So again, we're breaking it down. And even when she looks down, although I don't particularly like that shot, we don't have complete shadow there because I have that fill light in the front. And that's basically what that's about. Yeah, nice. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks, Marissa. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. So, you know, a lot of times when we're first starting to light, and this is actually a good thing to do, we just use one light because the sun is one light and people are used to one light, and it kind of creates usually a simpler situation to work with. So one nice big light or even one small light to create stuff is good. But as you kind of progress, you want to maybe look into adding more lights to create different styles of light, right? You can't, with one big light, you can't do this, right? And actually to a casual observer, it doesn't look like there's a lot going on here, but there are 4 lights and we're kind of controlling each area that we want to control, and you can get even more precise depending on what you're doing. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you guys use lots of lights? Are you a one light person or a natural light person? Leave some comments below. Be sure to subscribe. Follow Marissa on social media. We'll put the links, and I'll see you next time. What's that? Well, no, I stopped it and I started again, but I'll do it just for you. It's my special signal.